watching the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, boys. What did you think? Was it good?
Groot is the most new baby Groot is the most terrifying thing I have ever seen.
Why do you think he's terrified? I didn't think he was terrified. I just think he looked buffed.
The head to body proportions are so weird. He still has baby Groot face, but like this Frankenstein's monster body that makes no sense. Like, no sense. I didn't realize how much of a new person baby Groot was going to be.
Yeah.
But now it's baby grown Groot.
Yeah, he's definitely chunked up a bit.
My
definitely been hit.
He looks like a boulder creature. Just look like a tree.
Yeah. I mean, James Gunn did say that the old one had died. Like, this is not Groot.
Yeah.
Part two. This is a whole, and it looks like a whole new different. Yeah. And this is definitely a whole new Groot, back with a vengeance. So, but he didn't have that much to do. He's the Christmas tree at the end, but he is. I don't know.
No, he didn't have much, but it was just like you're sitting in the background, like that earliest scene. Which, for the record, I enjoyed this Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. It wasn't anything significant to me. Like, it wasn't over the top. It wasn't like amazing. It was good, but to the extent what I was saying, what I meant is like whenever that first song, which was great,
it was. It took a while to get into it. Like it takes for a while. You got to concentrate on the lyrics.
Yes.
And once you pick up on it, you go, "Oh man, that is funny."
It is hilarious. But then you just see baby grown Groot in the background, and that's what was freaking me out the most. It was just like I didn't notice it the first time I watched it, and then when I went back, because the of course these scenes are all very memeable, and the songs were great, and I went back to listen to it again, and I'm just seeing grown baby Groot in the back. Man, I'm like, yo, what the hell is wrong with why this design? Why did they make him so buff? Arnold Schwarzenegger Groot over here.
Yes, I am Groot.
But overall, I liked the holiday special. Again, I will still consider Wakanda Forever to be the end of Phase 4 because this one feels more the beginning of Phase 5. Such a soft beginning because it doesn't feel like it connects with anything at the end of Phase 4.
It feels like those old Star Wars cartoon Christmas.
Which I mean is where they got it, except for obviously much better and not they still did have a terrifying character. I still stand, but not as terrifying across the board.
Jason, you were saying something about Gift feeling jealous with Groot because Groot's ripped
and Gift wants to be. It's true. But we all are a little bit. I mean, look at this flabby, this flabbiness. But other than Groot, it was a good James Gunn Christmas thing. No cynicism involved. And the reason I think, they did that was a couple of reasons. Number one, it's just because, they just wanted to deliver a Christmas thing. Without the cynicism, without anything else, just it was what it was. And so they just kind of chose the two characters, which are with lack any kind of cynicism at all, any kind of precociousness, which is, of course, Drax and Mantis, who are like children in their way. So that was a good choice for them to pick those two characters, kind of like their children.
Did you guys feel any impact by the fact that Mantis is Peter's sister? Like, I felt like that was such a nothing thing to me. Like, it should be significant, but
oh no, it's kind of it kind of left us thinking about it. I think it's going to I felt like it was going to get explored in the next Guardians of the Galaxy,
right?
Because Peter's suddenly not alone in the world, and that seemed like it just kind of was a bit of a bombshell. He's thinking about it. It seemed okay in the context of a Christmas story because it's all about family and love, and he has this. And I just thought that was it. I just think, okay, I thought that was a bit of a plant for what's to come ahead. There was a couple of other things we saw. I thought, that's going to come into the next one. The dog. I think we'll probably see more of the dog.
Oh, yeah. Cosmo was another one that I was like, man, maybe I need to go back and watch the I Am Groot little short specials because I didn't watch any of them. And I was like, yo, did Cosmo come from that? But I realized that Cosmo was from the Collector. Initially.
Cosmo is part of a group called what do you call this? Ronan the Accuser's there, Nova's there, Guardian's there, Silver Surfer's there, Better Rabiel is there. They have a group, I forget what they're called, Annihilators, I think. So maybe it's a foreshadowing of, like, we're getting the Fantastic Four, so we're probably getting Silver Surfer. Right. And you have Cosmo there. We've already seen Ronan. Nova's been rumored to
right. Nova's supposed to be coming in.
Well, we're going to be pushing into this very soon with our next segment, but this is the last with James Gunn going to DC. This next upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy is the last one,
right? So it should be the last one with David Bautista as well too.
Yeah, so they're going to be splitting up. I can't see them getting rid of all the characters or killing them all off. I can see them beginning to break up in the different directions, and maybe this dog is going to kind of go off with Rocket, or I've definitely felt with that character there. It's a female.
Yeah,
bitch. I got the impression that deliberately put in there for something. So I felt that, and the little revelation about Mantis. I thought, okay, there's a couple of little things being planted here. Not a whole heap. One thing that does kind of has thrown me a little bit, and it's thrown me ever since Endgame.
Is it that Drax beats up GoBots, and that GoBots somehow exist?
That was cool. I don't even know what GoBots are, but I suspect you do.
They're knockoff Transformers, basically from the. That's your time period. That is your time period that GoBots came from, the 80s.
Yeah. The skinny bad guy. The skinny Megatron.
I was watching, but I loved it. I just have such a soft spot for anyone who beats up people dressed up like Buffy's or Flurries. I love it when, what was it? I think it happens in Happy Gilmore and all these movies where you see someone. I love it. I don't know why. I just love it. But getting back to my original point, I just thought, I was really thrown off, and this comes down to my pre-perceptions. I was really thrown off in the fact that in the first two Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord really pines to go back to Earth.
Right.
And, of course, in Endgame, he does go back to Earth to fight in that battle. Like, so, just as it turns out, he gets there.
Right.
And then, of course, they fly off. And I honestly thought him going back to Earth was going to be like an episode 3 finale where he was going to go back, maybe see people he knew, got a new mixtape, he reconnected with who he was, and then he had to make a decision whether to stay on Earth or go. But it's now that's all kind of mixed up, and maybe they'll do a flashback to what happened to him after Endgame when they finished that battle, and he might go off for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure. But again, it's in this particular Christmas special, Mantis and Drax just go there. They just head down, just like they were going down the road to get a bottle of milk, and they pick up Kevin Bacon. And it all seemed so easy, and he's just sitting there now in space. And
hold on, before you continue on that, I did love the fact that we at least finally seen some trauma to the people in the area of things coming from the sky. That girl who was literally having a panic attack because as despite the blip, and everybody talks about the blip, and obviously that has never been a non-subject. There's not been really much conversation past like how people are actually feeling outside of what we got for a little bit during Endgame with Captain America and the help group. But like the overall constituency, like, yo, are they afraid of actual aliens anymore, or are they? Do they even care?
Yeah.
And clearly, it showed before they put the cloaking device on. That it's like, yo, there is still a legitimate terror that's inside.
Yeah, here comes Thanos again.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
it was Thanos. It was the guys from the first Avengers.
The skies are dangerous.
Let's remind our friends to please click on the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we have new videos out.
Right.
Subscribe!
I gotta die. Oh, die.